whiteboard to the side and watch and listen. Can you guys kind of see? Yeah. Rhea was horrified. When the youngest was born, she tricked Kronos. She hid the baby Zeus in a distant cave so Kronos could not find him. So Zeus was born and she hid him in a cave so that Kronos would not find him and eat him. Rhea then gave Kronos a stone wrapped in a blanket. He swallowed that instead, blanket and all. So what did he swallow instead of a baby?
Blanket.
The blanket. She tricked him. Very clever, right? That's one of your character traits words. Very clever. Hidden away was Zeus, was raised by gentle woodland nymphs and nymph goats, named Amelia, who fed him honeyed milk. When the baby cried, the Curtis, Zeus's guards, clashed their weapons to hide the sound. So in this picture, we have Zeus. He is being cared for by the nymphs and the woodlands. And whenever he would cry, what would the guards do? They would beat on their desks. Do it with me, like beat on their desks, or yes. They would try to hide the sound so that who would not find them? They didn't want who to find him? Kronos, exactly. Good. So based on the pictures, I can infer that woodland nymphs and goats took care of Zeus. It shows that they were gentle with him and that they helped him and that they were very careful. So I want you on your whiteboard right now, in the people column, we've got someone to add to our gods and goddess list. Who is our newest member of the family? What baby has been introduced? Zeus. Let's add him to our column. And you might have heard about Zeus. Zeus is a very popular god. And I'm just going to write God next to Zeus. He's still a baby, but he has been introduced to us. And who is his mom? Rhea. And who is his dad? Kronos. Good. Okay. All right, next page. And we said that Rhea was very clever, right? That's a good character trait for her. All right, now we're going to learn more about our friend Zeus. Trying to get this glare off. Let's see if it's better like, is it better like that?
Yeah.
My friends at home, is it better like that?
Yes.
Okay. Zeus grew into the strongest of all the gods and married Metis, a Titan's daughter. Rhea was still angry with her husband and wanted Zeus to dispose him. What do you think dispose means? What do you think dispose means, Kendrick? If you dispose of someone, you get rid of them. So she wanted him to dispose of Kronos. But Metis, the goddess of prudence, was wise. She said Zeus needed help, for Kronos had the Titans on his side. So I want you on your whiteboard, underneath Zeus, I want you to write down a character trait about Zeus, just right underneath. We know that now he has grown up and he is a strong god. So what is a character trait that you could say? You've got 20 seconds. Ready? Go. It's a strong god. What would you say? What is a character trait that you would give Zeus? A character trait you would give Zeus. No? Oh, okay. All right, Justin, what would you say?
He's a good guy.
Okay, so he seems like a good person. Okay. Natalie, what about you?
I said he was brave.
He was brave. Miss Caldwell, what about one of your friends in class? I'm sorry. Tough, very tough. Yeah, raise your hand if you said strong. Good. Give me one more. Akaya, what did you say?
I said unbreakfulness or brave.
Ah, brave. I love that. Good. So we now know that Zeus has grown up. He is strong, brave, tough. And what does Rhea want him to do? Get rid of Kronos. All right, put your whiteboard markers down. And we are going to keep on reading. Let's see what happens. I'm curious. But remember, Kronos has the Titans, the 12 Titans on his side. So he can't just go and fight Kronos by himself. Zeus needs some help. Okay. Rhea found a way. With the help of Metis, gave Kronos a drink that she promised would make him undefeatable. Undefeatable means they would be able to defeat him. Instead, it made Kronos throw up the stone and his unarmed children. Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. They were united, and gratefully they joined their brother. Zeus freed their uncles from Tartarus, and together they prepared to fight the Titans. So this is very important. So Metis gave Kronos a drink that he thought was going to make him, Aiden, click your pen. He thought that the drink was going to make him strong and no one could ever defeat him, but it did the opposite. What did it make him do, everybody? Throw up. And it threw up all the babies that he had swallowed. And all of those babies were Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. I'm not going to make you write those down right now. We're going to do it together independently later. And they all were reunited. And what do you think they're going to do? Just make a prediction in your mind. What do you think they're going to do? They're all together with Zeus now. Think about what Zeus wants to do. What do you think? Predict what's going to happen now that the brothers and sisters are all together. Talia, what do you think they're going to do?
I think they're going to try to go ahead and go towards the dad.
Raise your hand if you agree. Yes, our friends in here, we predicted the same thing. We think that all of those friends, the brothers and sisters with Zeus, are going to fight Kronos and the Titans. Yeah. Ooh, let's read to find out who wins. I'm curious. What? Oh, I thought you guys had a question. Okay. The Cyclops, who were great builders and smiths, made weapons. So now they've got the Cyclops on their side too. Awesome. They armed Zeus with a thunderbolt that shook the universe. Have you ever seen a god that holds a thunderbolt? Yeah, that's Zeus. Yeah. They made Poseidon a trident that would split the seas. Here's a trident. It almost looks like a big fork. Poseidon is the god of the seas. Have you ever seen The Little Mermaid? Mm-hmm. Right? The father, he has a big trident that he holds. So they made Poseidon a trident that could split the seas. They gave Hades a helmet of darkness that made him invisible to his enemies. So we've got Zeus has got the what? Show me what Zeus is holding.
Light bolt.
The lightning bolt. Show me what Poseidon is holding. He's in the water with the trident. And then we've got Hades wearing the helmet on his head that makes him invisible. All right. For 10 years, war raged on between the old gods and the new gods. The old gods are Kronos and the Titans. The new gods are Zeus and his family and the Cyclops. At last, Kronos and the Titans were defeated and thrown into, where do you think they threw them? Tartarus. They threw them into Tartarus. Very good. To be guarded forever by their 100-armed brothers. Do you remember those Hepto monsters with 100 arms? They're down in Tartarus. Yeah. All right, so this sounds like chaos. How long, show me with your fingers how long war raged on. How long did war rage on? Show me, everybody. 10 years. 10 years they fought. And it was total chaos or craziness for 10 years. But I'm asking, do you think it was worth it? Yes. Put a thumb up if you do. Put a thumb down if you don't. This is a personal opinion. Thumb up if you think it was worth it. Was that 10 years of war worth it? Layla, what do you think?
Yeah.
Why? She said yes.
Because I think that they finally have peace.
She said, I think they finally have peace. And the new gods have taken over. Brayden, do you think the old gods were running things well? No, they were killing people. They were swallowing babies. So now we've got the new gods and we've got peace. Let's finish the rest of that book. Mother Earth was finally at peace. So remember, Mother Earth is Gia. Rule of the universe was divided amongst the three brothers. Zeus was declared king of the gods. So you can see Zeus up here at the very top. I'll zoom in on him. Do you see him holding his lightning bolt?
Yeah.
Okay. Poseidon was the god of the sea. He's got his trident. And Hades became the god of the underworld. He's got his helmet. So he's managing the underworld where Tartarus is. He's not bad, but he's got to be down there to keep everyone in line and in check, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right. So do you guys see that picture? I really like that picture.
It's good. Poseidon.
Yeah.
I like Poseidon.
The Cyclops built the victors a palace on Mount Olympus. Where's Mount Olympus?
Up in the sky.
Up in the sky, good Justin, where all the gods and goddesses live. With 12 golden thrones inside. For Zeus shared his powers with his brothers and sisters, 6 of his children, and Aphrodite, the goddess of love, which we're going to learn about next week.
Ooh.
There, the great Olympians lived forever. There they all are. And you can see beautiful Mount Olympus with the palace on top. Okay. So what I want you to do now, and I'm actually going to write this on my whiteboard, is now that we have the backstory of how everything started, I want to know, who do you find most intriguing or interesting? Who have we learned about that's most intriguing to you? And I want to know why. And I want you to give them a positive internal character trait. So I just said a lot of things. Let me repeat that. What you're going to do on your whiteboard, and you can erase what you have, our chart, you can erase our chart. You are going to tell me who you think is most interesting or intriguing that we've learned about in the story. I want to know why. And then I want you to give me a positive internal character trait. Are there any questions here or at home?
No, ma'am.
So, my friends that are at home, you are going to type it in the chat, okay? Or you can write it on your whiteboard and hold it up. That will be your exit ticket to leave, okay? Well, not leave. That'll be your exit ticket because I do want to go over what you've got to do today before we head out. My friends here, you're writing on your whiteboard. This should take a few minutes, so I'm going to give you like 2 minutes. Yes, Ryan.
I have one who's interesting we learned about plays. Like when we were learning interesting stuff like we don't really like want to know, like unusual, doesn't really have like a time frame.
Can you try to think of something that describes him? If it needs to be an external trait of how it looks, how they look, I'm fine with that as well. I'll give you the option. You can do internal or you can do external. That's fine with me. Yes, Justin.